Prince was murdered by Warner Brothers to get control of all his unpublished music. Just like Michael Jackson was murdered by Sony to get the Beatles catalog back. Just like Jimi Hendrix was murdered because he's about to go independent. And Tupac was murdered because he's about to go independent. And Sam Cooke was murdered because he was going to finance Malcolm and Martin's civil rights movement once the two of them came together. Trying to cut the white man out of your pocket in the music industry is a recipe for early death. It's a secret society. You cannot get out. You cannot get out. Prince made a mistake when he went back to Warner Brothers. They told him, we're going to give you control of your masters back. But in exchange for that, they wanted to remaster the Purple Rain album for its 30th year anniversary. Prince gave him the rights to that. When he did that, he let them back in their life. Prince was going to separate again because they started doing the same old white stuff white people do. They never change. And they had to kill him before he totally separated. Now they still got some of that music back. And I bet you his family sells them all that unreleased material. Just like Michael Jackson's family a couple months ago, I don't know if you saw it in the news, they sold Sony Records back the Beatles catalog. They got it back. The reason Michael was killed, his family gave it back to Sony. They sold it to him. And I bet you Prince family do the same thing because they don't know what to do with it. They're not going to go to no black people in the music business and find out what they can do. They scared as hell. They're going to sell Warner Brothers back all of Prince's unreleased movie music, which is estimated. It's estimated that Prince has enough unpublished music to release an album every year for the next 100 years. They didn't kill him for the old stuff. They killed him for the new stuff.
How you feel about that?
White man don't change. White man ain't changed since the first slave show. The white man ain't changed. You keep on changing your opinion of the white man, but he ain't never changed his opinion of yours. The white man today is the same white man of 500 years ago. Go ask Dylan Roof, who walked into that church in Charleston, South Carolina, a day and a half after I left Charleston and murdered 9 Africans, including 6 mothers. And the cops took him to McDonald's or Burger King to get a burger. Job well done. First rule of racism is all white people are racist. Don't you ever forget it. The first rule of
like
racism
something my grandmother would
all
say.
white people is racist. It is. It doesn't necessarily mean that they hate black people. Racism ain't about hate. Racism is about power and privilege. A white person is going to work against your best interest because it preserves their best interest. They can like you, love you, have lunch with you, sleep with you, live with you, and disadvantage your ass. Because it ain't personal, baby. This is just business. And black people don't understand the difference between the business of racism and a personal relationship with white folks. White people can love you and still discriminate against you. One is business. The other is personal. That's why we need the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Because you dusty homeschools ain't teaching our kids white supremacy. Dusty homeschool. You got 50 kids. If you don't go sit your ass down.
As one of your regrets, you said that you didn't find a wife before you
started. Yeah, I wish I had my wife before this came.
So what qualities do you look for in women? Like, who's going to be Mrs. Johnson?
Who's going to be Miss Papa? Miss Prince of Pan-Africanism? She got to have that shape. I'm just going to say it, but no. I don't care how she look. I don't care how she look. She could be super high yellow. She could be super chocolate. She could be full figured. She could be petite. Her head better be nappy though. I will not marry a processed queen. She must have her own hair. I don't care how large or small you are, how light or dark, but you must have your own hair. She got to be a Pan-Africanist. She got to be unapologetically African. She got to be able to think for herself. I got to know that, God forbid, if somebody takes my life, she could still raise my children the right way and not bring the wrong male influence around my babies, which means she got to be in the struggle not for me but for the people. It got to go on long after I die. Do you understand? Because it's easy for a woman to get in it for you, and then when you gone, they back doing what they was doing. No, I need her to keep on living that out. She got to be Pan-African. But I needed to have her own life to her own career goal because I'm busy. I'm going to be going from home a lot. She got to share me with the struggle. She ain't got to share me with another woman, but she got to share me with the struggle. So I got to know that she not home waiting for me to get there. I got to know she helping out with her own program. She got her own initiative going on, so she not just thirsting for me when I can't be there for her. You know what I mean? But I'm not, she got to know how to cook. You best know how to cook and cook well. She got to have a sense of humor. and she got to be a good confidant. As a therapist, I can tell you, a lot of women tell their men's business, stuff that don't need to be told. Women talk too damn much. My wife got to know how to keep her damn mouth shut because it's a political risk. You can get me killed talking too damn much. And that's one of the big problems I got dating sisters. They talk too damn much. You go out on one date, they done told the whole world I was out with the prince. That's nobody's business. Good cooking, good confidentiality, good cookies, good comedies, Pan-Africanness. I like them. I love black women. I gotta get married sooner or later. It's just tough because, as I said earlier, I'm lonely.
Okay.
Tired of being lonely.
Do you believe in polygamy?
Yes, I believe in polygamy. I even think that I'm going to have 2 wives.
Why?
Because the workload that I have and the obligation I have to my race, I don't think I'm going to entrust that to just any one woman. Because if she sells out, my whole legacy has been betrayed. I believe in doubling up on everything.
Reno.
That don't mean they got to both be in America. I might have one queen in America, another one in Africa. One in Africa, another one in Europe. One in Jamaica, another one in Brazil.
And you,
one in Canada, another one in Australia. I'm Pan-African, baby, so we can spread it out.
Stay away from Brazil.
You been there already?
No, that's another highs A rate.
I love Brazil.
I'm going to stay out of there.
I was in Suriname, right next to Brazil. I love it. I love it. Brazil got the largest population of Africans outside of Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Second in the world. Speaking Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Ain't that something? How the white man can come into a country and change the tongue of 50 million. 10 white men can change the tongue of 50 million Africans to their tongue. How does that happen? 10 French go into Senegal and change the tongue of 7 million to French. You know what it takes to do that? Whips, guns, bombs, blood, torture. In order to force people to change their tongue to yours, when they've been speaking it for millions of years, and they outnumber you, you can imagine the type of brutality. Imagine me walking in and tell both of y'all not going to speak English no more. Y'all going to speak something y'all don't even know. How am I going to teach that to y'all like that? And you a self-respecting person of your own culture. I got to break your spirit. You don't take another man's tongue unless he breaks your spirit.
Well, you know, since the beginning of slavery, they've been breaking us since the beginning of slavery.
And that's why I hate public school for black boys. The reason I hate public school for black boys is because the #1 responsibility of the white teacher is to break your son's will, to take his manhood. The white teacher's job is to teach the black boy that I am in charge, and there's nothing you can do about it. She is a will breaker. The public school curriculum is like the slave whip, beating your son's back in. We got to get our kids out of this. Should no boy have his back broken by a white woman? It's not right. Sisters either. I want the girls out. Because after we do the boys' school, we got to do the girls' school. Anna Douglas and Amy Garvey Academy. And all the girls got to be nappy. You can come teach. And you got to be nappy too. That's right. Nice little baby fro. That's right. Everybody, if you want to work at the school, send me your resume. fdmgresumes@gmail.com. fdmgresumes@gmail.com. Ladies, you got to be natural.